Hey everybody, what's going on? Happy Thursday. It's almost the weekend. Thank you, Lord. One second here. I just need to turn my phone ringer down. Hold on. My youngest child literally just inboxed me. Hey Candace, how you doing? I'm up here texting the child back real quick. One second. Oh, child. One second. Lord have mercy. When I'm trying to text fast, I keep stumbling over my text words. Okay, I'm done. How you doing, Candace? What's going on with your girl? I hope all is well. Oh my God, I'm so ready for the weekend. I cannot wait. But y'all, this power, boy, what do y'all think about the the last episode? Like, can y'all believe Alicia is dead? And the way that she died, I wasn't ready. Let me get some lotion. I just literally got out the shower a little while ago. I need to put some lotion on. But yeah, that was crazy. I mean, I did not expect that to happen. Child. Okay, let me get my hands all greasy now. But yeah, I mean, that threw me for a loop. Of course, the beginning was crazy too. When they had Dre stashed at the safe house, I was like, wait a minute. Okay. That last episode was good. It was juicy. I mean, Keisha, she's now being really Bonnie to Tommy's Clyde. And I'm like, dang, Keisha turning over. I didn't expect this. Especially Keisha. I mean, dude. Keisha was all before. Keisha was all before with Tasha. I don't want you running no more money through my shop, and I got a child, and you don't care about my child. I don't want to lose my child. I don't want to get locked up. And now she's like a true ride or die Bonnie to his Clyde. You said the Russian dude running games on Tommy and Ghost. Yeah, Jason. He's running games on Tommy and Ghost. And what do you think about Tommy as far as him up there? Ghost was like, you know what? You know he running games on us. He playing us against each other. Like when he set that up, it was crazy how it went down too. Because Jason, for a second, he called Tommy in and he was telling Tommy, you told me you was going to bring her to me and da-da-da-da and you couldn't do it. And Tommy was like, give me another chance, whoop whoop whoop. And then Jason turned around, and when he spun back around, the way the scene was, Ghost was sitting right there, and he was telling Ghost, I need you to bring me Alicia alive. So I was like, okay, I'm thinking, okay, Tommy couldn't do the job. So he called Ghost in to do the job. Then he tried to play around with Ghost, telling him, well, you owe me and you shot up one of my henchmen, one of my goons. And I still don't think that was one of his goons. Like, remember when I said, did he really allow Ghost to kill one of his guys? Or was that just some flunky he might have met somebody on the street? Like, let me hire you to drive this car, take this car here, and Ghost shot up the car thinking he was killing Tommy. I'm like, why would the man have his own goon shot up? Just so Ghost can believe that Tommy was dead. So I still don't think that was his, but that he's using that, he's holding that over Ghost's head as well. And so when Ghost was telling Tommy, he's playing both of us. he obviously wanted them to, he was trying to pin them against each other. And with them both being at the courthouse, like when he immediately, when Ghost saw Tommy, he was shocked. He was surprised. Like, dude, what you doing here? And then Ghost, he had a gun. Oh, he pulled that gun out. He cocked it because he thought that Tommy was probably there to get him. Then he realized when he saw the ambulance and he saw them wheeling that lady out, Alicia, it soon clicked. It soon clicked that, oh, okay. He got Tommy up here trying to get her. He got me up here trying to get her. And probably hopes that they'll run into each other and one of them will kill each other and take each other out. Now, what do y'all think about Tommy's response? Tommy's like, nah, man, I don't want to work with you. You want to take out Jason so then he won't have a connect. And Tommy's like, no. Ghost is like, so what? There's more connects out there. You have other connects. Tommy ain't feeling that. He thinks that Ghost is just looking out for himself when Ghost is actually trying to help the both of them. So Tommy was like, no, no can do, bruh. It's still on. When next time when I see you, he said it's gonna be Christmas. He is planning to put his lights out. He is trying to Ghost gonna be Ghost. Literally. That's what Tommy's talking about. Shoot, I'm gonna put you to sleep next time I see you. How y'all feel about that? I personally think he should work with Ghost and take Jason out. Because the way he playing, okay, I get how he playing Tommy. But the way he playing Ghost ain't feeling that. He is not feeling that. And I think the first chance he gets, he's going to try to take out Jason. The first chance he gets. Because Jason playing him like a flunky. That's what he's doing right now. And Ghost is not having that. So, I think Tommy should have took him up on his offer. The thing about it is, Jason, he really only needs one of them, if any. And when he called Alicia in there, Tommy was pissed because he's like, we went through all that trouble. We could have got arrested. We could have got killed down at the courthouse. And you gonna kill the chick anyway? You gonna kill her anyway? But Alicia, I have a feeling Alicia already knew when she came to, because they gave her a Valium. For y'all who might not didn't see, they switched her drink, gave her a Valium in her water, and that's how she started, getting sick and throwing up and feeling lightheaded and passing out. They gave her a Valium. And when she was coming to, Jason was, basically telling her, you know what, I need the information for the ports. He needs to get the drugs at the port in LA. So he was asking her for that information. I think Alicia knew she was gonna get killed regardless. If she gave up the 411, if she gave up the info on the port and how to get the drugs through, and who she's working with, she knew she was gonna be dead. She knew it. So when she asked for that cigarette, it was kind of like you get an electric chair or you getting a needle. You about to die. You've been sentenced to death. Most of them usually want, what? A good meal. Or 2, a good strong drink. Or 3, something good to smoke. Alicia was like, you got a cigarette? She knew she was about to die. And in those situations where it's like, okay, I know I'm going to die. I'm just going to have to take one for the team. Alicia, the way they cartels set up, the way the cartels are set up, period, is like, okay, if I get him this information on my family's, business, situations and how they getting their drugs through and all that kind of stuff, he's going to kill it anyway. Then he's going to go and get that information and take that against my family or use that against my family. So she knew she was dead. She knew she was dead. She was like, can I get a cigarette? Puff, puff. By the time she got that third puff, she was gone. I could not believe how easily he put her down, though. Because I don't know. Tommy didn't understand it either. He was like, dude, I thought you needed her. Obviously he don't. And he took her out. And now that resulted in Gay's immunity deal. Void. Void. That's a wrap. That's no longer. Dre. Now he pissed me off because the detective was risking his life. All those detectives, all the feds, they was risking their life to save him. And when the Fed put all them guys down, all of them guys down, what he do? He turned on the Fed like you have nobody. And that's why he gonna end up dead. Dre is going to end up in a bad situation. A bad situation. He played himself on that part. Instead of sitting there and possibly, the fan told him, hide in the tub. Take your daughter Heaven and hide her in the tub. And then, because most likely some more people is coming, and the fan still had his strap right there. So, he was going to sit there and I guess shoot him out to hopefully help arise. Dre instead gets one of the guns from the dead man and blows the Fed away. And shortly got arrested thereafter. Like they wasn't going to be looking for him. I'm like, it didn't take all of 5 minutes. Well, that's what it seemed like in the show. But you know what I'm saying. It was like really quick when they caught him. He trying to get out of there with his daughter. Got black shades on and a black hood over his head. And got his daughter wrapped up. Like, boy, they looking for you. They had their eyes on them all along. But as far as who got the drop, like Alicia, when they was questioning her at the jail, when they was questioning her in the interrogation room, they was like, we know you got something to do with it. Let us know. How they get the drop? She slipped up when she was like, or maybe she did it on purpose. She slipped up when she was telling them, oh, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't know what you're talking about it. But then she was like, well, it could be possible that, the guys that you had out there, supposedly protecting Dre, it could be that they was just, in a wrong area, in a rough section of Bushwick. That's when Saxe knew she had something to do with it. That's exactly when he knew she had something to do with it. Now, Alicia was trying to get back to Mexico. Because she figured, well, her lawyer who was arguing with Saxe was like, okay, first of all, everything that you got, all the information is circumstantial. Dre, he's snitching just because he wants immunity. He deals drugs. He didn't kill people. They know Dre done all kind of stuff. But for him to get immunity, he was going to testify against her. And she's like, everything is circumstantial. Just send her back to Mexico. And when she gets to Mexico, the Mexican government, they promise to put her on trial. And if they found her guilty, then they will lock her up. Now, y'all know that wasn't happening. We talking about a cartel in Mexico. That was not going to happen. And Saxe knew that wasn't going to happen. So basically, he told Dre, you know what? Dre, he's a scary man. For him, before when he was on the streets, this why, remember when I told y'all a minute ago, like a couple of weeks ago, I said out of all the people in this show, out of all the goons, out of all the bad people, the one that I do not like the most is Dre. Because he's a punk. He out there in the streets and he up there killing people and doing this and the third and acting like he a boss. But he then offered to snitch. Well, not offered. I ain't going to say he reached out there and offered. But he was willing to snitch over and over again. Because he's a scary punk. And for him to put the fans down and then try to get away and then he back up there in front of Saxe. Like, what am I going to do now? The same thing he was doing with Angela when Angela was trying to get him to help her out. And he was like, no. And then it's like, okay. Well, this is what we're going to do to you. Okay, what I got to do? Testify against Alicia. Now, Angela's dead. Dre has no idea who killed Angela. He knows for sure it wasn't Ghost. Because he knows, everybody knows that was Ghost's woman. That was his side piece, but he really loved her. So he knows Ghost didn't put her down. Although Saxe And the rest of the feds think it was Ghost. He knows it wasn't Ghost. So, that's why he was terrified. Like, put me up in somewhere in a safe house. He's in a safe house. Now Alicia is dead. Alicia is dead. So he's really terrified now. Sax was like, you can go. You can go. But you ain't taking your daughter. And as soon as the streets find out that you set free and you was a snitch and willing to be a snitch, you ain't safe, and neither is your daughter. So Sax did right by not allowing him to keep his daughter. I don't know what they're gonna do with the daughter. Probably put her in CPS or child protective custody or something like that. You know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, we gonna take real good care of your daughter. We gonna make sure she's taking real good care of her. She's safe and sound. But as for you, you gonna help me get Ghost. Sax still thinking that Ghost put Angela to sleep. They still don't know it was Tommy. He agreed again to be a snitch. And he tells him that he saw a ghost at the courthouse. Of course, Sax didn't believe him. He was like, are you paranoid? You saw a ghost at the courthouse when Alicia was being kidnapped? Are you paranoid? Like, why would Ghost be at the courthouse? But he saw a ghost. He saw a ghost. But I was trying to remember, did he see Tommy? I think he only saw a ghost. Yeah, I think he only saw a ghost because when he was walking down the hall and he looked down the other hallway, he saw a ghost. I don't think he saw Tommy. So, anywho, they do know Ghost was there. But I'm sure after they look at all the cameras and everything and realize what exactly happened, like how they were so able to get her out of there, man, that was smooth. That was smooth. It took, it takes a village. It took a village to get them all out of there. Get them all in there and to get Alicia out of there. But now, let me get a drink. Now, with Alicia dead and her brother Diego dead, they still in a heap of trouble. Because the Jimenez, they still in a heap of trouble because her family ain't nothing to be played with. And like she said also to Jason, whoever set me up is also going to set you up. I think she was referring to Ghost. Not necessarily Tommy. I think she was referring to Ghost. But also, as far as them setting her up when I say it takes a village, Keisha, I was so surprised. Like, Keisha played a very small part in getting Alicia out of there, but it was a significant and it was a necessary part. And she felt like she really did something. When at first when she wanted, when Tasha wanted to run some more money through her shop, launder some more money. Nope, can't do it. You looking out for yourself. You ain't got my best interest at heart, blah, 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 blah. And now, she's feeling a lot closer to Tommy now that she is helping him in his business affairs. So she tells him after he was like, okay, you need to hook up with Tasha. Y'all need to work things out. Get y'all ish together. We need to make money. Tommy has to clean all that money. And the only way that he was doing it before was through the shop. At first, she was like, nope, I'm not working with Tasha. I'm not doing it. Then she was like, I'll clean the money myself. I don't think that's a good idea. I think Keisha is diving in too much, too fast, too soon. Like, now she's talking about cleaning money for Tommy. I'm like, hold up now. What won't she do? At this point, what won't she do? And I still, like, somebody told me that they think Tommy really, really, really likes Keisha the way that she likes him. I don't think so. I still don't think so. I know that he has a soft spot for her, but too many times he was like willing to take her out if he thought the times where he thought that she was snitching or that she was trying to set him up, or I mean Tommy, I don't think he really knows how to really care for somebody. Like, you willing to kill your family, your parents, your bestie, your girlfriend. Oh, I don't think he really knows how to. Hold on one second, somebody's texting me, my child again. Okay, my boys, they on their way home. Well, no, Mom, do you need anything on our way home? Good boys. I love them. I love me some them. But yeah, I'm like, okay. So where was I? Where was I? Okay, Keisha. She's all. I think she's in over way in over her heads. I don't think that she, at least if she was to do the money laundering, I think she should have tried to do it with Tasha, because right now, Tasha, she still needs her. Tasha is short on money. She's staying in that little apartment. Now, to us, the apartment might seem nice, but to her, when she's been living in a penthouse, living lavish and in luxury, and not worrying about a doggone dime, money is short right now. Because of course, Ghost, he's paying Jason, how much is it? I think he said 100,000 every 2 weeks, something like that. He said last episode he got to pay him like $100,000 every 2 weeks, and then he has to take care of his family. He's paying for that school that Dre does not even want to be at, besides the deal drugs up there. So they short on cash right now. A quick idea came to Tasha's mind though, when she was at her mom's house, and her mom, was watching a child, and then there was a whole bunch of other kids, like a litter of kids up there. Tasha was like, what the heck is going on? Why you got all these kids over here? And she was like, some of the people, needed her to watch their kids. And she was like, well, what the heck? I got to watch my grandkids too. So I might as well, watch all of them at the same time. Tasha had mentioned to her about getting a daycare. Her mother wasn't for it though, because for one, they need money to do it. For two, her mother, I think she don't mind like keeping people's children when it's really, when they really need it. But her mom, she ain't thinking about going into daycare, like for real into daycare. And she told her, I'm trying to retire. I don't want no daycare business. I'm trying to retire. But she might still end up helping Tasha. We don't know right now, because now that Tasha's going to get everything that she needs for the daycare from Tate and from Ramona, in order for her and basically her and Ghost to be able to still advocate for QCP, which is the Queen's Child Project, in honor of Raina, in honor of their daughter, who was murdered. They need Ghost and Tasha help. And Tate is real desperate right now. Real desperate, because not only is Tasha and Ghost lacking, financially right now, but Tate is too. They installed the cash flow for the project, for him trying to run for governor, and the cash flow right now ain't right. Money funny right now. But the lady Ramona, if Ghost and Tasha, basically pretend like they're still happily in love, right now, take a pause, chill on the divorce. Chill on the divorce right now. Tasha, move back home, because I'm sure that's what's going to happen. For them to put up that united front, she's going to have to come back home. They're going to have to put a pause on that divorce and everything, so they can put up a united front in order for them to continue to advocate for QCP. So therefore, Tate was like, because she wasn't feeling it at first, I don't want to do it. Nope, I don't want to do it. She was about to walk away till Tate said, are you sure there isn't anything that I can do for you? Immediately she was like, yeah, there actually is. I want a daycare, and I want it open ASAP, and I want all the licenses, all the codes, I want everything taken care of ASAP, right away. He was like, well, I don't know. Ramona was like, done. Done. Whatever you want, Tasha. Whatever you want, Tasha. You want your daycare. You want your daycare van, your toys and your baby beds and cribs and all that kind of stuff. Done. Done. So Tasha's willing to put on this united front. Keisha's willing to launder money by herself through her own shop. I still think that's a bad idea. I see it going very bad for Keisha. I see it going very bad. What I see in Keisha's future, and y'all know sometimes I'll be reaching, but what I see in Keisha's future, she's going to get caught. And they are going to try to get her to snitch on Tommy. And I think she might wind up dead. I might be reaching. But that's what I foresee right now. Now, something else I wanted to talk about. I was about to say Dre, not Dre. Tariq. Reek. For some reason, okay, now, I don't quite understand. First of all, when he just popped up on Tasha, and she was like, boy, what you doing home? Why ain't you at school? And then when he was looking around at her humble abode, and he was like, hold up, where I sleep? Where my room? She was like, I'm sorry, you ain't got no room. This is a 2-bedroom dwelling, and if you want to stay here, you can sleep on the couch. He was like, on the couch? He was not happy that she did not think of him and his accommodational needs. That ain't even a word, but I said it anyway. His accommodational needs when he come to visit, she wasn't even thinking about him when she got that little spot because that's all she could afford. And I guess she assumed that if he was to come home, he might stop by and visit her a little bit. But then as far as like, where he gonna lay his head at night, it would be with Ghost in the penthouse. So she was like, money is tight right now. Money is funny right now. Tasha was looking real stressed. She was looking real stressed. And she was telling him, it's a very, when he said, what about Pops? He ain't helping you out. Pops is like on the verge of being broke right now because he is paying Jason out the yin yang every 2 weeks. So she was trying to tell him how complicated it was and everything. He was like, well, allow me to uncomplicate things. And he put a stash of Benjamin's rubber bands on the table. Now, for Tasha to be broke, for Ghost to be needing money, all their money going out the window, you would think she would have been happy about the money. But when she found out it came from Kanan, now, me personally, I know she don't like Kanan. She don't respect Kanan. She never did. Kanan was crazy, disrespectful. She never did like him. But still, in their time of need right there, I would have took that money. I would have took that money. She was like, get that money off my table. He was like, all right, whatever. Kanan was a good man. Kanan dead and gone, and Reese still standing up for him. He literally be standing up for everybody but his dad. He be standing up for Tommy. He be standing up for Kanan. I mean, they all to him, looks better in his eyes than his own father. Just because his father did not like Kanan and he liked Kanan, and just because his father and mother didn't tell them what it was they really do, what their careers really was. Okay, of course they own Truth, the club and everything. But Tariq, like I said before, that's a smart boy. He should have known all along that his parents wasn't raking in that much money to be living the way they were living, sending him to these expensive schools, him and his sister and the baby. I mean, they taking care of all of them with Truth. Come on now. He should have known. But anyway, so, he's still in his feelings about his pops, and because Kanan's dead, and him and Tommy is, beefing right now. So he was like, Kanan's a good man. But anyway, Tasha did not want that money. And so it just so happened in her favor that she can come across some money real quick, because with daycare and you get your licenses together, and you got a hookup on the inside, shoot, all they got to do is find the kids. Find the kids, and then launder money through the daycare, because that's what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to start working with all those government places that, help provide food to the kids, and, what do they call it? Title 20, and, all that kind of stuff. Probably charging people. You know how some people pay, I wouldn't call it under the table, but they pay, what do they call it? Direct pay, or I forgot what it's called. Because when I had daycare, I couldn't qualify for Title 20 because I made too much money. So, some daycares, they wouldn't take you if you didn't have Title 20. And that was true for a lot of apartments and places like that too here in our city. That accepted like Section 8 and stuff. They didn't want to take some places here. Well, at least back in the day, they didn't want to take people who were average working citizens paying their own way. They were like, oh no, we only mess with the voucher people, because we know that most likely if you have a voucher, the majority of your rent will always be paid. Not always true though, because I know people who had $25 rent staying in the projects and rent got up to thousands of dollars, and then they get evicted from the project. Like, how you get evicted off of $25 of rent? But anyway, back to what I was saying about Tasha. Yeah, I'm sure she's going to be money laundering, or laundering money through the daycare as well. So that's how she's about to come back on top. But yeah, Keisha, I think she should have either said no to Tommy, or she should have agreed to work with Tasha as far as laundering money. Because again, I don't see this working out too well for Keisha. I really don't. But what was funny was when they was talking to Dre, and after Angela's dead, Alicia's dead, and he's still shaking in his bones, being a punk, because he's scared for his life. Like, he was cool after he killed the Fed and then tried to run off with his daughter and stuff. He was all brave then. But then when they caught him again and, threatened to release him and made sure the streets knew that he was a snitch, he's up there shaking in his boots again. But then they talking about sending him to Nebraska. When I heard Nebraska, he was like, you think they can't find me in Timbuktu, Boondocks, Nebraska? Now, y'all know I'm born and raised in Nebraska. I assume they were going to try to send him somewhere in a safe house here in the in the cornfields or somewhere, because it's a lot of farms in Nebraska. It's a lot of farm and country type living in the Midwest. Most of y'all know that. But of course, in our area, we're like the largest city in Nebraska. So, you got to drive quite a ways to get to where, where it's mostly just country and sticks and stuff. But I was like, we don't want his kind here. Don't send him to Nebraska. Like, they really gonna send him. I'm like, we don't want his kind here. We can't do nothing with him. Not here. Don't send him to Omaha. Don't send him to Nebraska. But anyway, I thought that was funny. I'm like, I know they did say Nebraska. But we are not in Timbuktu. We right in the middle of the United States. But again, there are places, like if you drive straight through Nebraska, like the from east to west, oh yeah, that's a long drive. There's about 8, 9, 10 hours, and it's all like country, because the big cities are near Omaha. The bigger cities are near Omaha. Omaha, Lincoln, Papillion, Bellevue. It's like all the big cities is surrounding us, and then the rest of the state, the rest of this big state, country, fields, cows, pigs, hogs, oxes, just bulls. I mean, hey. But anyway, just a little bit of information on where I come from. But yeah, this episode was juicy. It was good. I didn't give y'all my predictions. I predict that Keisha is going to be in a heap of trouble for trying to be Tommy's ride or die, his Bonnie to his Clyde. I think Tasha is going to try to start running money through the daycare. I think Dre, I think he's going to end up dead by, oh God, I want to say Tommy. I think Tommy's going to end up putting a bullet through Dre. And I think Ghost is going to be the one to put a bullet through Jason. That's just what I'm predicting. What I'm also predicting is that Ghost might handle Tate, because he don't like the way things is going right now with Tate, with the Queen's Child's Project, the QCP. And when he made him walk out of there, like when he was telling him, okay, Ramona, she's not supposed to know about us. She's not supposed to know we cool. She's not supposed to know anything about you. And he made him walk out the back door as if he was help. And he been basically putting money in his pockets to get the QCP off the ground. And now there's no money, so he needs more money from Ghost. And then he tells him, oh, and make sure you go out the back. Ghost is looking at him like, you got one more chance. Tate, you got one more chance. You got one more time to try to talk to me like that. But yeah, I think Ghost is going to really handle Drake. But what do y'all think about that? This is the last thing I'm going to discuss, because I'm going on to an hour now. But what do y'all think about, or how do y'all feel about Ramona? Oh my God, it's two more things I got to talk about. Okay. First of all, how do y'all feel about Ramona? Because when she had approached Ghost and was talking to him and trying to convince him, to work with Dre. I mean, not work with Dre. To work with Tate. Again, to be an advocate again. Him and Tasha, on the project. Did it seem like she was kind of flirting? Like when she was saying, I heard things about you. Are they really true? Are they really true? Like, she didn't heard you. She said, I know you, like, from the streets. You used to be a corner boy. And then you turned boss. Is that true? He was basically like, don't believe everything you read. Don't believe everything you read. But I don't know why. I have a feeling like them two is going to hook up. I don't know why. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about was Ghost's son, Tariq. The girl. The one that he got helping him slang at Chope at the school. How do you feel about her now? Because she's kind of suspect to me now. She's kind of suspect. I can't put my finger on it. But when she was asking him about his connect, as I was saying before, when she was asking him about his connect, she was like, telling him, because he was like, I'm low on stash. He had an attitude, and he was, in his fifis or whatever, put his roommate out the room and, all that kind of stuff. And when she finally sat down and talked to him, he said the reason why I was kind of, acting the way I was acting was because he ran out of stash. So she was like, well, who's your connect? Why you can't go back to your connect? He ain't trying to get her that information. He gonna say because his connect is no longer his connect. His connect is no longer around. So I think he was talking about Kanan. I think that's who he was talking about. But especially when he mentioned Kanan and the money, at his mom's house or whatnot. But why, for some reason, do I feel like she ain't right? See, first I thought it was his roommate Brandon. That's what I thought first, especially when he kept trying to bring him new clientele or new customers to their dorm. I'm like, Brandon ain't right. Brandon ain't right. He doing too much. He doing too much. Maybe he's working undercover. But now, I have a feeling that it might be the girl. I really do. I really do have a feeling. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I think it's either her or it's her and Brandon both playing him and both working undercover. And Brandon just trying to act dumb. Like he ain't got that much sense. I think he's playing him. And then, of course, the girl, she's like playing, trying to act like she can basically help Tariq better than Brandon, or she can do more for Tariq's business. Because for one, remember when she kept saying, when she first approached him, and she said, "I know what you're doing. You selling drugs, and you know that's the first thing they think about when black people come to black males or whatever come to these schools like these expensive boarding schools and things like that." That they just up in here trying to sell drugs and all that kind of stuff. And she was like, "You making that, stereotype true." She was like really advocating for the campus to be drug free. And then just that quick after him telling her, you need money, you need a new cell phone, a new laptop, you barely getting by, you need new clothes, da 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 da. You should work with me and I'll make sure you ain't never broke. Just too fast. I don't know. It was just too fast for her to be willing to say, "Okay, I'll help." So I don't know, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think. If y'all think Brandon or the other chick, I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but the one who's helping him sell. Let me know how y'all feel about them too. Okay? And let me know if any of my predictions y'all think that I'm on point or if y'all have a different prediction. So anyway, y'all, I'm about to get off of here. We is running close to 45 minutes. I was trying not to be here that long because a girl been working all day, 13 hours at work. So I was tired. But anyway, y'all, Primetime Squad, y'all know how we do. Until we meet again, make sure you hit that like button, share, subscribe if you are not already subscribed, and stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Deuces.